Hey everybody, it's Mr. Hasquin, and I'm back with more things you should know just by being alive. Still in the presidents, but we're getting close to the end here. So today I want to talk about Dwight David Eisenhower. Who was he? He was the 34th president of the United States, and he was in office from 1953 until 1961. Previous to being president, he was the supreme commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in World War II. He was the guy that was behind the scenes and running the show on D-Day. He was nicknamed Ike, and, I like Ike was his campaign slogan. He was the first president born in the 1890s, and he served 2 full terms during the early days of the Cold War. He was a moderate Republican with broad popularity across party lines. He easily could have been a Democrat. He wasn't politically affiliated until it was time for him to run. He's a military hero turned president. He led Operation Overlord, which gave us the D-Day invasions, the largest amphibious invasion in history. He was trusted by both Winston Churchill, FDR, and world leaders across the Allied front. After World War II, he served as the Army Chief of Staff and later as NATO's first Supreme Commander. He ran for president in 1952 as a war hero and a unifier, and he defeated Democrat Adlai Stevenson of Illinois twice. Now, as far as his domestic policy goes, he oversaw a 1950s economic boom. There was low inflation, low unemployment, high prosperity. He launched the interstate highway system, transforming American infrastructure and mobility. He expanded Social Security and invested in science education, especially after the Soviet Union launched Sputnik. He balanced the budget 3 times while still investing in national defense. As a Cold War leader in the United States, he was first to truly manage the nuclear standoff with the Soviet Union. He did coin the term military-industrial complex and warned against its unchecked power in his farewell address. He worked to contain communism without entering in a direct war with the Soviets. He ended the Korean War through some strategic diplomacy, and he relied on covert CIA operations in Iran, Guatemala, and elsewhere to counter Soviet influence. Now, as far as the civil rights movement goes on the domestic side of things, he sent federal troops to Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957 to enforce school desegregation. He signed the Civil Rights Act of 1957, the first since Reconstruction. Even though this particular Civil Rights Act was rather limited in its scope, he was often cautious, but he did lay the groundwork for future civil rights progress. As far as his leadership style, he was very calm and measured and strategic. He delegated authority effectively, and he ran the White House like a high-level headquarters. He avoided political theater and made decisions with long-term consequences in mind. He was trusted by the American people during some uncertain times during those early days of the Cold War. Some fun facts. He's the only president to serve both a 5-star general, and as the United States president. He played football at West Point, but was injured. He loved to paint in his spare time. He served under 8 presidents in the military before becoming one. His portrait is on the $1 U.S. coin, an Eisenhower dollar. As far as his legacy goes, he frequently ranks in the top 10 of U.S. presidents. He's credited with keeping the Cold War from going hot. He gave America stability, prosperity, and vision during a rapidly changing era. His infrastructure and education and civil rights groundwork still impacts us today. And he's remembered for wise restraint, patriotism, and just a quiet, dignified strength. So, thank you for watching this video on President Eisenhower.